Welcome to Night Whisper Tales.
They called her useless, powerless, a disgrace to her bloodline. Every wolf in the Crescent Ridge pack whispered about her behind her back, but fate has a way of surprising even the weakest. The night the Alpha Prince laid eyes on Aria would change everything. Aria grew up under the shadow of the Crescent Ridge pack. The mountains rose like guardians around her home, snow glinting in the moonlight, but warmth never reached her heart. Her parents, her family, all saw her as a disappointment. While other children discovered their wolf forms at age 13, Aria's wolf never stirred. She spent years trying, failing in silence. Every failure cut deeper than the last. Her mother, Luna Mirella, avoided her gaze. Her father, Beta Rowan, barely acknowledged her presence. Even her siblings, talented and fierce, looked at her with pity and quiet ridicule. She learned to hide, to whisper, to fade into the shadows. She learned that dreams did not belong to the powerless. On her 17th birthday, the pack gathered under the moonlight for the shifting ceremony. One by one, the children transformed into magnificent wolves, eyes glowing silver or amber, fur shimmering in the moonlight. And Aria stood frozen, nothing happening. Silence surrounded her. Her mother's voice cut like ice. "Useless girl. I wish you were never born." Her father sighed, disappointment clear. The pack laughed, and for the first time, Aria felt truly invisible. On her 18th birthday, she hoped for acceptance. Instead, she was handed a small, torn bag. "You are no longer welcome in this pack," her father said coldly. Her mother turned away. "No wolf, no future, no place here. Leave before nightfall." Aria's voice cracked. "But I'm your daughter." "We never had a daughter," her mother hissed. "Only a burden." The guards dragged her out. She stumbled through the gate, scraping her knees, shivering under the cold night sky. The laughter of the pack followed her like a shadow. Night fell. The Darkwood Forest stretched endlessly, thick and foreboding. Branches cracked underfoot. Eyes glimmered in the darkness. Wind whispered warnings through the trees. Every step made Aria's heart pound faster. Hunger gnawed at her belly. Cold pierced her bones. She collapsed by a tree, tears mixing with dirt. "Why wasn't I enough?" she whispered. A low growl emerged from the shadows. At first, she thought it was a rogue wolf, but the ground trembled beneath her feet, announcing a presence far larger, far more powerful. Out of the darkness stepped a massive black wolf, its silver eyes glowing brighter than the moon. He shifted, tall, regal, commanding, the Alpha Prince himself, Prince Kael of Mooncrest. "What are you doing alone in this forest?" His voice rolled like thunder. Aria tried to speak, but the cold stole her words. And then darkness claimed her as she fainted in his arms. She awoke in warmth, silk sheets, flickering candles. Lavender filled the air. She was in a royal chamber, and Kael watched her from the window. "You're awake," he said softly. Aria tried to sit, pain shooting through her body. "You were half frozen," he continued. "What were you doing alone in Darkwood?" I was banished," she whispered. Kael's gaze darkened, not with anger, but with a quiet fury for those who hurt her. "Why?" he asked. "I cannot shift," she admitted. "My wolf never awakened." Silence fell. Then Kael spoke, voice low. "That is not a reason to throw away a child." He walked closer. "You are not what you think you are. Your aura, your scent. It is unlike anything I've ever felt." He studied her, curiosity and awe mingling in his silver eyes. As Kael stepped closer, Aria felt warmth spread from her chest. A pulse, a whisper, a presence she had never known. Kael inhaled sharply. "No, it cannot be." He reached out, touched her wrist, and silver light erupted under her skin. Aria gasped, her entire being thrummed with energy. Kael stepped back. "Moon goddess, you're my mate." "What? I'm wolfless," she stammered. Kael shook his head, voice trembling. "No, you are something far rarer. You are an eclipsed wolf." The legend was true. A wolf whose power lay hidden until meeting their fated mate, believed extinct, now standing before her. Kael knelt. "Aria, you were never powerless. You were waiting for me." Her wolf stirred. After 18 years of silence, a whisper, ancient and fierce. "I am here, Aria." Silver light glowed from her eyes. Her senses sharpened. Kael extended his hand. "It's time." A radiant mark appeared on her chest, the symbol of the eclipsed Luna. "You're not just my mate," Kael breathed. "You're the future Lunar Queen of Mooncrest." Aria's heart soared. Every insult, every rejection, every wound shattered. She was chosen, powerful, destined. Kael lifted her chin. "Your story is only beginning." And so, the girl who was cast out, the girl who cried alone, the girl who believed she was nothing, discovered a power so rare, so ancient, so unstoppable, that even royalty bowed to fate. This was the night that changed everything, because destiny doesn't make mistakes. People do. Subscribe to Night Whisper Tales and follow Aria and Kael as their journey unfolds. Your next obsession awaits.